It's Apollo here, and this is a little bit different video. Well, kind of my first time actually doing this, but it is what it is really. So yeah, I do apologize for the lack of content recently. I'm really sorry I didn't been I've been uploading much videos recently. So like I said, I'm apologize for that because I'm just really busy working. I didn't have much time to focus on Gunpla for now. But in the meantime, well, this was just announced today, as you see on the screen right now, which I am pretty interested to know more about actually. So what you're seeing right now in front of the screen is basically the newly announced series from Bandai and Sunrise, which is Kyoukai Senki, or Border Fighter in English, if I would put it that way. There is no official English translation yet, but as of now, Japanese is called Kyoukai Senki. In English for now, it's literally translated border fighter. Yeah. So yes, this is while I was at work today. I was like, I was just doing my work after lunch, just chilling in my office, and when friends of mine in the private chat I'm in just sent this in the group, and I was like, wait, what is this, a new Gundam series, or is this some kind of newly different Gundam series? But apparently, well, it's okay. It's not Gundam, that's for sure. I can put it like that right now. But it is by Sunrise, which is, yeah, we all know Sunrise is pretty well known for their mecha anime, and Bandai collaborating with Sunrise Beyond, which is basically the company who is behind Build Divers Re-Rise. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting thing. So let's go to the chase. So this is basically the newly announced the series that Bandai and Sunrise have been that they just announced today, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty interested. Let's go through this together actually. So yes, this is the page from the Bandai Hobby website. Unfortunately on Japanese, but I did use Translate in Google Translate, so translation may not be accurate, but I will try my best to decipher whatever they're saying right now and my initial thoughts on this series. So without further ado, let's go on to the series. So basically, Sunrise and Bandai are collaborating with each other to make a new anime, a new robot anime series, and you guys, like I said before, Sunrise is well known for the mecha anime. So I'm not sure how this might be. I'm not really sure whether this is like it was sudden because we all expect that maybe a new Gundam series come out at this period of time because there's no Gundam series running as of now. The only series we can ever think of that's running right now, okay, well, soon, is the new SD Gundam War Hero series. But let's not talk about that because that's just a spin-off, really. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this is pretty interesting. Sunrise and Bandai now collaborating to make a new mecha anime, and cool thing is, as it says here, is the designs of the mecha are done by Ken Okuyama's design. Basically, if you guys didn't know, Ken Okuyama actually designed the G40 Gundam, for the high grade G40 Gundam. I think it came out a couple of years ago, and it was very interesting for its design really. And seeing these mechas from this series, there is some elements of like Ken Okuyama, some elements from different mecha design, which I'll explain later on when we go down the list. So yeah, as you can see here, as I mentioned before, Sunrise Beyond, which is basically the guys behind Build Divers Re-Rise, and surprisingly, IBO Urus Hunt. Basically, they're trying to make a new mecha series. And from what I'm seeing here, these three designers, which I know who they are, Kanzaki Ibukawa, Kenji Terioka, Ippei Gyobu. I know these designers. Well, I know these designers who designed some of the Gundams in some series of Gundam series. And yeah, from what they're saying here, they have collaborated with Ken Okuyama's company and try to come up with new designs for these mecha designs. So which is pretty interesting. I really like that. And with the collaboration, Bandai is going to release these line of models under the high grade line. Well, high grade in terms of quality, but they're trying to to say basically what they're trying to say here is like they're trying to push their so-called their technology to the limit so that they could it can do as much as you can, and at the same time it looks nice. Let's just put it simply from what I'm seeing here. And yeah, I mean that's the real world story. Now let's talk about what this series is about as of now. because this is just us announced today, so there's not much information about it so far. So let's read it together. In 2061 AD, Japan was ruled by, I think it means Japan was ruled as in, like, if I'm not mistaken, like, uh yeah, rule, it stays there, so I'm not saying much. So Japanese were being oppressed as human beings in a client state after being divided and ruled by the four more major economic zones of the world. Japan has become the forefront of the world where the human special mobile weapon a MAME, or MIME, I haven't pronounced that, introduced by each economic zone is struggling. One day, Amo Shiba, a boy who loves machines, meets an autonomous thinking AI guy. With this as a trigger, Amo will put himself into the fight to regain Japan. So, okay, so yeah, basically he's trying to say, like, Japan is being under control by the economic blocks of the world, and then this main character over here is supposed to try to fight for Japan's back to the way it was, basically. So yeah, I'm not gonna play the video because I think you guys can. I'll put a link in the description below. You guys can check it out yourself, see the trailer yourself. But it's pretty interesting. Just put it simply. Vis-a-vis this is the main character, Shiba Amo, and Guy, which is Guy. I'm not, it should be Gai technically, but in if it's transliterated, it should be Guy. But again, there's no official English translation as of now, so we have to wait for an English translation before we can actually talk more about this. So yeah, I mean, and here is the model of the what was the name of the model again? There's a name, I forgot his name. What was his name? Kenbu, yes. The Amame Kenbu. This is the robot. I guess the main robot in this series for now. But who knows if it's like Gundam, basically. Basically, they've been upgrade halfway through the show. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, well, design-wise, this looks pretty good. I mean, I can tell this is a very, very unique look. Like, it really reminds me of Palabur, if I pronounce it that way. Very similar to that, actually. Even if, I think story-wise, maybe it's similar in a sense, but I'm not gonna say much because I didn't watch Palabur, but I know the design is very similar to that. Just put there simply. And in fact, Palabur is actually animated by Sunrise, so there's no surprise there. And this is the model which they will be releasing at around the autumn in 2021. Which, yeah, I mean, it's a high grade, so it's 172 scale. Can't really remember any scale which is in 172, but from what I can assume, this is basically a size of a 1-to-1 for scale. Maybe the size of a the Full Metal Panic is, depending. I'm not sure, but this is probably a good hand size kit, just put simply. But again, there's not much details about this kit so far, so we can't say much for here. But other than that, okay, let's move on to the official website. So same thing as this is all it says, but yeah, I am really interested in the series. So I like Gundam in general, really, but to be honest, I want to expand my, not just Gundam really. I just want to expand out to different series depending on like what kind of story, what kind of mechanism they have. I did watch Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory. Not all of it, but I think a few episodes, and I forgot about it, unfortunately. I watched a bit of Code Geass, but I forgot how the story went. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, so I can't remember how the story went. I think a few of the mecha anime I watched when I was a kid, I can't remember, but I think the only one I remember the most, other than Gundam, is Full Metal Panic: Invisible Victory. But let's not talk about that because that's a different story of its own. But anyways, yeah, this is like I said, Sunrise is well known for their mecha anime, and I think their mecha anime is pretty good from what I know. Oh, not if I know, but I think from what I can assume, Sunrise is well known for their mecha anime. So for Sunrise making this new anime, I think this is going to be a very interesting, interesting little plot story, whatever they're going to show. I mean, the mecha design is pretty good as well. I mean, there is another mecha design that it's not shown on the website, but I think I will pop a picture on the screen. And yeah, I mean, it's not. Well, when you think about this is like very interesting because it's not like it's not. I don't think it's like okay. For now, we don't know much of the story yet, but what I can assume is that it's Japan is the synopsis states Japan is ruled by some economic blocks, and and this boy is trying to fight Japan back to like the way it was, and well, I mean this is kind of a promising story, but like I said, it's too early to tell right now, but all I can say is that I am really psyched to see the series because the design is pretty very very nice. I mean, it's not like any regular like conventional mecha. This design looks very very interesting. Like it's like a mix of our Gunner designers that we know of, and then Ken Okuyama is just coming together, and like yeah, it's unique in a sense. I'm not gonna say it's very unique. It's like any mecha series is unique when we talk about it, but this one is unique in its own sense, and I gotta say, well, it's Kyoukai Senki is gonna is very promising from what I'm seeing here. Again, and we don't know much about the series yet, but we will do an update video once with more information about the manga kit, with more information about the story. I'm not sure if Sunrise will release a English sub. I'm pretty sure there is an English sub of this at some point, but if they ever do recent English translation, we will go through this update again. Then we can get a better idea of how the story works really. But I mean, yeah, this a young boy who is just timid, and he found people found him, but I don't know, but he got a mecha, just fight for the sake of his country. That's pretty interesting, and it's but the cool thing is it's like centered around Japan. So it's not like Gundam was like fictional faction, fictional universes. I mean, it's all centered in Japan, which is very interesting because usually you don't have this kind of series where it's like very so like it's like I'm in this country, I'm in this fictional city or fictional town, fictional place. Like think of Iron Man Orphans in Mars or like space colonies or whatever. This is like centered on Earth, and it's specifically in Japan, which I think that's a very 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 like patriotic thing for the company because anime comes from Japan. We all know that. I don't know enough said really, but it's very patriotic for Sunrise to say, yeah, we're gonna censor this story around our country itself. We're gonna make it like as if this story is gonna be very censor about this character, and he wants to fight for this country. It's very interesting, really. But yeah, I can't wait for the model kit to come out. I mean, I'm really psyched to see the model kit, this model kit to come out. I mean, I think from Bandai's experience, I think this should be a pretty interesting model. But like I said, it's too early to tell for now. But this is my initial thoughts. So, what do you guys think about this new series? Are you guys digging it? Or do you guys have any thoughts on this series? Do you guys have any doubts? Like, just put in the comments below. We can discuss about this and talk about this, and we can just get to talk about the series until they've announced more stuff about the series. But yeah, I am really looking forward to the series. Although the only concern about the series is that, well, story wise, I mean, I don't know, story wise, like how long the series will last, because it's like think of it as like some Gundam series, except it's, well, I forget what I said. I forgot what I said. Never forgot what I said. But okay, anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm psyched for the series. I can't wait to get more information about the series, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Like I cannot wait for the model to come out. Who knows? It might be a mid season upgrade for this robot. I mean, technically that's Sunrise will just do this tradition where when after this throughout mid series, then the robot gets an upgrade, which I am very very sure they will. I mean, in fact, this robot is pretty interesting. I mean, I really like the design. Really, I mean, it screams a little bit of Full Metal Panic, screams a bit of Pat Labor, like yeah, Pat Labor. Yeah, it's very very interesting. I really like the design of this robot. I mean, it's not the usual robot we've seen these days. And in fact, they said that they're trying out different mechanics onto the model kit itself. So it's not the usual, it's not the usual Gumball kit you usually build. This is gonna be a very very different build as they've said. But yeah, that's all I did, guys. I'll leave the trailer link in the description. You guys can check it out yourself. Let me know your thoughts on this series, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.